It is me, SearingSorrow Emoji, and I am here with a brand new bad fanfiction reading. This time, this is called Footwork, written by Scouse Pone in a site called Fanfiction. I've not heard of this site ever, so that's the first time I've heard this sort of thing. But anyway, so it's basically supposed to be a My Little Pony fanfiction. I personally don't know very much about My Little Pony, but I can tell you for sure, regardless, there's gonna be the same old shiz you've seen in every other bad fanfiction reading. Lots of gagging, lots of cringing, and all that other shiz. And I'm sorry if I sound like crap. If I sound like I've been dubbed up, that's because I kind of am. Been like that for a few days, even when I recently went to DC. I know, some of you guys could be like, why? And yes, I was walking around outside in the cold, and some of you guys might be saying, well, you shouldn't be doing that. And I'm going to say, do I give a shiz? I don't. Because I've done that shiz. I ain't gonna front. So apparently, yeah, this is called Footwork. Anyway, so we're into chapter 1. Oh, and by the way, before I start, I recently just found out that, if you guys remember that fanfiction that I was reading called Sonic X Seinfeld, it's actually a fanfiction in just continuing in process, or still a work in progress, which means there's gonna be more chapters to come. I was told over 50 chapters. Oh god, I have to suffer through more of absurdity beyond anything that my mind could just comprehend, and that how much it could take. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this fanfiction. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it's chapter 1. It looks, by the looks of it looks pretty long. So yeah, so it's definitely gonna have to be one chapter per episode. Okay, chapter 1. Ponyville was entering a brand new spring day. The air was comfortably cool thanks to the nice breeze that made its presence known whenever it need to be. That's a very interesting way to put that. That's a very interesting way to just say that it was just that a breeze just flew by. No, seriously, I ain't gonna front. Yeah. It was morning time, and already the shops of the market were beginning to open. Ponies from all over town were all ready to get their shopping done. Food, fabrics, dozens upon dozens of knickknacks and oddities were on display for the denizens of Ponyville. Denizens. I'm not sure how I feel about the way how that's put. Friends greeted each other while they passed, a smile and hug, the usual gift they give one another. Today was a perfectly typical normal day for Ponyville. Thank you for letting me know that. It sounds like, every typical day in whatever world you like to imagine yourself in, honestly. If you imagine yourself in the Harry Potter world or in the Percy Jackson world, oh god, those are the two fandoms that suffer from the worst fan fictions. Oh god. And probably My Little Pony. No, I'm not counting, with the celebrity type fan fictions, because I'm pretty sure there's tons of those out there, and I'm almost legit scared to figure out what's behind them. I know, right? A terrified, high-pitched yell echoed through the sky, a trail of rainbow following the sound source. Rainbow Dash, Weather Patrol Captain, Future Wonderbolt, all around amazing and totally awesome pony, blasted from her home and through the streets of Ponyville. Some ponies warned her to slow down and be careful. That's what she should be doing. Let's just be honest. You don't want to get your butt run over by somebody. Or by something. God knows. A car? A train? Something. Don't get run over by a train or something. Like, God knows what. If you get run over by Thomas, Carrie, Annie, Clarabelle, Girl, you out of here. Excuse me if I'm gonna put tons of those references. And I know, hilariously, I've been reading some of those fan fictions, and I mean, for that kind of fandom, not once did I really come across like a really bad fan fiction. But maybe in the future, I might consider reading really good fan fictions. Let me know if that's something you want. If I should also do reading good fan fictions, or just stick to reading bad ones. I don't know. I don't know how that will go, but I'll let you guys I'll let you guys see what y'all want. Okay, like I said, I already read that. But she had much more important things on her mind to worry about. Like being splendid inches. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure if she was like vain, girl, we got some issues. With eyes wide and full of shock, Rainbow bolted at the full speed towards the town's library, home to one of her closest friends. The worried Pegasus stopped a moment before her face wouldn't make contact with the heavy and very hard door. Ouch! Ow! She really just freaking hit her head. Yo! No! Whoa, this is wild already. Twilight! You gotta open up! This is an emergency! Rainbow Dash hollered as her knuckles frantically banged on the wooden door, reddening with each knock. Ow! You don't want to hurt yourself, girl. Yikes, girl. Twilight Sparkle was lying on her bed, still in her pajamas, and getting her day started with little reading. She was close to the book's next chapter when she was interrupted by a rapid rhythm of knocks coming from her front door. Wait, so she's wearing pajamas. Are they humanized? Or is it... Are they humanized? Or is it just them, just wearing clothes, like kind of how Donald Duck does, because he's wearing clothes and he's a duck. Although he's hilarious. No, seriously, he is. He's hilarious. The unicorn marked her place in the novel with a bookmark, slipped her feet onto a pair of fuzzy purple slippers, and made her way towards her home's entrance. So she's home. Officially home. Officially home! Okay. Rainbow Dash, is that you? Twilight asked. She opened the door and her flying friend slipped inside, slamming the door behind Twilight and pushing her back up against it. What's the emergency? Twilight asked with concern. Her back was still against the door. Rainbow Dash's eyes raced around the room, the speed at which they were moving causing her to look mental, but she just had to be sure that they were alone. Okay then, I guess you just don't want to be told that you're crazy. Because when that shit happens, you're screwed out of the you're screwed out right there. And we know we have some issues right then and there. Okay? I'm gonna be honest. The more ponies that knew, the quicker word would spread around town, bringing a large amount of publicity along with it, and a bad kind of publicity. The kind that would make a pony end up traveling as Scartria with a circus instead of the Wonderbolts. Oh boy. Twilight, you remember those spells we practiced yesterday? The spells that you said were harmless? Harmless. Okay then. Did she learn the unforgettable curses? Because if that's the case, whoa. Rainbow asked her friend. Her hands were placed on her thin, athletic body, a nervous foot tapping on the ground. She was in such a panic this morning that there simply was no time to find a pair of socks or shirt to cover her sports bra. Oh, so this is humanized. Alright then. Not that I have an issue with it, but alright, this is interesting, alright? Okay, we've already gotten this little hint that it's probably humanized, but I'm guessing this is really humanized. Because, of course, there are those fan fictions that will do, like, humanized versions. There's tons of those for Thomas the Tank Engine. I've read plenty of those. There's one in particular that I just can't stop reading. It's so good. If you guys have read this fanfiction called The Artist, it's on fanfiction.net. But it's a Thomas the Tank Engine fanfiction. If you haven't read it, go read it. It's freaking awesome. No, seriously, like, it had me on edge. And, I won't spoil anything, but I will tell you, it's just probably the most lit humanized Thomas Tank Engine fanfiction I've ever read in history. I ain't gonna front. But yeah, there's tons of those, and then there's, I also come across Theodore Tugboat's humanized fan fictions. I know, right? So because of that, I don't know. I'm guessing this fan fiction is humanized, just because just those little hints of it. Twilight's mind recapped the events of yesterday. She spent most of the day practicing spells with Rainbow Dash, the loyal Pegasus, even offering to volunteer for a few of them, since Twilight herself said they were completely and utterly harmless. Of course! They were just harmless little spells that couldn't even hurt a fly, Twilight explained. Why do you ask? Is something wrong? She raised an eyebrow. It wasn't like Dash acted so nervously, so Twilight couldn't help but worry. Is something wrong? Rainbow Dash, clutching into Twilight's soft shoulders. Oh! I'm sorry, I can't. I mispronounce things. It's gonna happen. Those things are gonna happen, okay? No, seriously, those little mispronunciations, they're gonna happen at some point. Alright? That just happens so much in my Let's Plays whenever I record them. Wow. Is something wrong? She asked again, her eyelashes almost touching Twilight's as she leaned her head in. Rainbow's voice dropped from a shout to a hushed whisper. The mayor, if she could still be considered one, was trying to figure out how to exactly explain her problem to her friend. Oh boy. What? Okay, we got some issues. We got a little bit of insecurity, I guess. That's what I'm guessing. Twilight, I'm a stallion! The nervous pony revealed the truth. Twilight's face contorted into a mess of confusion. Girl, what? 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 Girl, what? What? A stallion? Rainbow Dash nodded fervently. I woke up this morning and I felt something under the sheets. I know it wasn't a toy because I always put them back when they belong. When I lifted up the covers, I had a dick. An actual, real dick. Did you have a nightmare or something? No, seriously. No, seriously. Did she have a nightmare about that? Because if that's the case, whoa. Because we about to have some real issues here. Twilight scanned her friend from head to toe. She was searching for something that didn't belong. Something out of place. But the only thing odd about her friend was that her clothing, considering that there was very little of it. You sure you weren't just up reading Daring Do and the amazing and the Amazon ponies again? There's no way any of my spells would have a side effect like that, Twilight informed. Okay, then. Well said. Well said. And I'm saying that sarcastically. Oh, frickin' no. Rainbow blinked a few times. Coincidentally, she did reread the aforementioned story of the night before, staying up way past her usual bedtime. Maybe she was dreaming? That's my theory. Come on. I mean, if she is dreaming, then girl, you got some issues. I ain't gonna front. Dash did a quick turn, her back facing Twilight, and her looked down at her shorts. Pinching the hem, she pulled slightly. Nope, this was definitely not a dream. Oh boy. Twilight, I'm not dreaming, unless this is like the most realistic dream ever. As in getting your butt kicked by Freddy Krueger? Apart from having the whole dick thing, Dash quickly spun back around. Excuse me, I'm slipping up. That happens occasionally. Alright, the whole situation was starting to make Dash feel lightheaded. She had an actual dick, for crying out loud. Was she even a mare? She searched for her usual bit this morning, but it was nowhere to be found. Did that make her a stallion then? She still had her breasts, which were just a bit below average, so she could still consider herself a mare. Right? I'm telling you, Twi, what I should have isn't down there anymore. Well, why don't you just show me what all the fuss is about? Twilight folded her arms across her pajama top, tapping her bare foot on the ground slowly. Oh boy, well this is gonna get interesting. Honestly, it is. Show you? Rainbow Dash blushed. I can't. Isn't that a little, I don't know, weird? Come on, Dash, we're both mature enough to handle stuff like that. You said that it was like an emergency anyways, Twilight rebutted. Just wait until you, I think she's probably gonna freak out and then probably leave the room. Honestly. Well, okay, Dash said hesitantly. But you gotta promise me you won't laugh. That's like saying, oh my god. Like, if somebody does something foolish, they don't want anybody to laugh at them. No, seriously. For the 1,000th time, she checked the room, making sure every window was shut and every door locked. She gripped her shorts, sliding them down until she reached the middle of her thighs. Sure enough, a thick sheath, I don't know, and a pair of dark blue orbs. We know who y'all had issues with orbs. Oh. And can I tell you something? Can I make a little confession here? Yes, it's bad news, I'm afraid, that I come across even really good fanfictions suffer from, you know, the whole thing of calling eyes orbs. Your eyes are not Orbeez, okay? Because then you're gonna make me think of Orbeez. No, seriously, I don't want to think of Orbeez. Were nestled in between her thighs, all signs of her marehood completely gone. Dash was by no means fibbing. Twilight's jaw nearly hit the floor. Right before her eyes, as hard as it was to believe, were the parts of a stallion on one of her best friends. That's... You're gonna hear a lot of that. Sniffling and jizz. That's not, that's an actual dick! Twilight had difficulty comprehending it herself. Told you, Rainbow shot back. That's not even the worst part. The morning, it was all hard and standing straight up. My sheets were a mess, and my whole entire house smells like a stallion. She grunted irritably, pulling her shorts back up. Oh my god. That's gotta be something you could do, Twi. I can't go walking around with this thing between my legs. She motioned down to the slightly visible bulge. Otherwise you'd be screaming, "Ow, my legs!" No, I'm still thinking of my 600-pound life. Oh yeah, it was James K's story. Where was the whole "ow, my legs"? There's an actual video compilation of him actually saying "ow, my legs." and it's hilarious. I suggest you just go check it out yourself if you want some serious comedy on My 600 Pound Life, because yes, that show is seriously full of comedy. Twilight paced around the floor. There was no way her magic had caused Rainbow to sprout something like that. Well, not if she performed the spell correctly. Twilight's face quickly went white. Uh-oh, she said quietly before racing towards her bookshelf. Twilight? What's wrong? Dash asked, finding it ironic that she was the one who was concerned. The bookworm search, eventually coming across the book she was seeking. She flipped to the right page and scanned it. I made a huge mistake. Oh dear, what did you do? Let me guess. Is Twilight Evanora in this situation? And, Dash is Theodora? Yeah, I totally went there. What? What did you do? Is it about my problem? Dash hoped it was. Twilight nodded and handed the book to her, page 63. How to turn a mare into a stallion and vice versa. I think I accidentally performed that spell on you yesterday. I must have messed up when I was casting the spell that changed the color of your coat, since they're both kind of similar. Oh my god. Okay. I just hope you aren't mad at me. Twilight touched her fingers together nervously. Dash didn't read the whole thing, but understood. Well, that depends. How long am I gonna be like this? If it's permanent, that, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna be just a little angry. The blue mare chuckled for bodily. The spell only lasts 24 hours, so it should be over by tonight. Let me guess, if you were to be specific, by midnight, because that's what everything does. That's how everything goes down in fairy tales, another chiz. Dash could finally breathe again. Well, what should I do until then? I have things planned today, and I certainly don't want to do them now on account of this not so little problem I have. Girl, you gotta chill out. You're certainly welcome to stay here, Dash, Twilight offered. Spike's going to be out all day today, so it'll be just us. And don't worry, I won't tell any pony about this. Dash slumped up against the door and sighed. I just hope it wears off soon. No, right? You hate it when that shit happens. Except when Theodora was like, nope. It was like, hell no. About, possibly being offered to change back to her original form after being changed into the famous Wicked Witch of the West. Yes, Wicked Witch of the West. We all remember that, huh? Twilight frowned. She felt awful that she was the only one to blame for Dash's situation. Dash, I'm really, really sorry. It was just an accident. A really embarrassing accident at that. Oh god, this fanfiction of bizarre. No, seriously, this fanfiction is blowing my mind all over the place. No, seriously. Rainbow looked up at Twilight and smiled. It's okay, Twilight. I mean, we all make mistakes, right? And, yeah, you probably do, if you ever. Nobody's perfect but Hannah Montana. Ugh. And, yeah, I'd love to stay here if I can. I don't want to risk any pony besides us finding out about this. I don't think I'd be able to live down the embarrassment. Well, there you go. What are friends for? Twilight grinned. The bulge in Rainbow's shorts was still visible. Twilight tried to ignore it, but it kept dragging her back in. Oh boy, well, I feel like something's gonna happen. I ain't gonna tell you guys, though. Was she intrigued because of oddity or fantasy? A few inappropriate thoughts did linger around in her head, no matter how hard she tried to push them out. Oh my god, stop it! Dash let out a sigh of boredom and stood up. If she was going to be here all day, she was going to have to find something cool to do. Something that will keep her mind off of other things. Girl, I can't believe you didn't even think about, in case you have emergency things to do. And I mean, not like chores. I mean, like, just little things. Just, funsy things. You know what I mean? Okay. So, do you want to talk or something? She scratched her head as she asked Twilight. Oh, God. Twilight didn't even pay attention to what Dash had said. She was currently a little too busy eyeing Dash's new obtained package. Oh, my God. No. She's horny. Stop it. Oh, my God. I told you this is going to get intense. Twilight had never seen a stallion's junk up close, but had always wanted to. Judging by the sheath and the pair of balls that went along with it, she was sure that Dash wasn't too afraid behind most stallions. In fact, she might even be able to give some a run for their money. This sounds wrong for so many reasons. I ain't gonna lie. Twy, hello? Anybody in there? Dash snapped her fingers before the mare's muscle trying to garner her attention. Did you hear me? What? What did you ask? Twilight blinked a few times. Rainbow raised an eyebrow. Are you okay? You see, I don't know, a little bit off. Oh. Well, I was just thinking about your thing. Well, at least this fanfiction didn't say, and then he put his thinking into my you-know-what, and then we did it for the first time. Oh, God. Hilarious, 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 hilarious. Much scene. Yep. Let's just be right on the honest Phil for that, right? I think I shall agree. Okay, let's move on. Twilight admitted softly, jutting a finger out in the direction of Dash's groin. Yeah, it's weird, I know, Rainbow Dash folded her arms across her chest. Actually, I don't think it's such a bad thing. What? Girl, what? Rainbow quickly shot an outrageous look at her unicorn friend. Oh, so they're still ponies. Okay, they're not humanized. Seems legit. Not such a bad thing? Are you serious? How is this not such a bad thing? This, well, kind of how Rarity would put it, the worst possible thing. Dash rose off the ground, her finger out to prove her point. However, she began to think, Twilight said it isn't such a bad thing. Is she right? Don't do it. How exactly is that not a bad thing? I mean, well, you saw it. Twilight's face reddening once again. Well, for starters, she got down onto her knees and slipped down Dash's shorts. It's of excellent size. Okay, you're not gonna be doing that sort of game. I'm sorry, but we ain't playing that game here. No. Dash gasped and once that Twilight's hand made contact with her sheath. She shuffled back a bit. Whoa there. Let's hold on for a bit. I barely even know what to do with this thing, and I really don't want to do anything like... Wait, did you say it was a good size? Oh my god, we are going into that contest of measuring. What one fanfiction liked to describe it as gentleman's sausage. Oh my gosh, please. I don't want to think about that. Twilight nodded and a smile appeared on her face. From what I've read, you're actually bigger than the average stallion. She placed her palm underneath the stimulating member. Oh no! I have a bad feeling about this. Dash blushed and turned her eyes away. She couldn't lie that the warmth of Twilight's palm against her new appendage felt pretty nice. This is going to get intense. Put on your seatbelts. Oh God. She looked back down at her member, which was in fact quite impressive. Oh my God. I feel like that sentence just made me cough. Oh my God, this is absolutely hilariously notorious. Well, thanks, I guess. And you aren't even fully erect yet, Twilight added. She leaned her nose in and got a full whiff of Rainbow's musk, finding it irresistibly enticing. Oh my God, oh my God! Twilight could hear her friend let out a soft moan above her. Outstretching her hand, Twilight dragged it from the middle of Dash's torso down to her thigh, running over her exceptional muscles. Well, she didn't exactly feel comfortable with what was happening. Dash found herself becoming aroused. Well, at least I'm stuck with you instead of somebody else, Twilight. Dash's eyes went straight towards Twilight's cleavage. Oh dear. Imagining her satisfactory breast pressing up against her own noticeably smaller breast. Oh my God. Slowly, Twilight started stroking the underside of Dash's newly acquired dick. Everything about it was phenomenal. Oh my God, I told you, this got intense. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. This is getting wild. Oh boy, oh dear. Oh no. Oh my God, this fanfiction, no. Oh my God. Everything about it was phenomenal. The length, girth, even the size of the balls. It was absolute perfection. Dash shifted her legs, letting out soft huffs, while Twilight continued her gentle stroking on the dark blue cock. The wild flare started to leak a bit of free into Twilight's soft lavender hand, some of it falling through her fingers and onto the floor below. Ew! You're about to go get some custodians to clean that off, aren't you? Oh God. No, you really are gonna get a call a custodian to clean up that crap. I ain't cleaning it though. No. Oh, you won't believe what I saw. Because I was actually because I was coming home, from DC to Austin, and I saw I saw a couple in front of me, and they were excessively making out. Not that it bothers me, but it's like, hello, there are kids in the flight. Can you do that somewhere else, okay? I mean, not that it really bothers me, but it's really weird when people just do it right in front of you. It's and especially, it's in a flight. There are families with children in there. And I mean children under 12. Heck, even children under 8 or something. Come on. Save that stuff for when you leave. Save that stuff for somewhere else that's private, okay? Don't do it in front of other people, because some people may not be as comfortable with it. Let's be honest here. Twilight, I don't know. It just all seems so really sudden. Dash's legs squirmed. The Pegasus tried to escape the situation, but was also desperate to stay exactly where she was. Oh my god. If that's supposed to be a weird smut, if that's supposed to be a smut scene, that one was the weirdest one I've read. And this is coming from someone, I've read smut scenes, even though I have not once written one, because personally, it's not something I would probably consider that pretty low on my expertise on. I probably write about or some stuff on that stuff. Okay, let's be honest. The unicorn knew her friend was right, but she just couldn't pull herself away from such a fantastic piece of stallion cock, or in this case, mare cock. Whoa, you're right, but this thing is just so hot. No. Oh god, Twilight took hold of it from the base and dragged the tip across her cheek, a spot of pre-dabbing her purple coat. You're gonna have to start paying money or something if you were to go to your local laundry store to now clean your clothes. Unless you have a washing machine and a dryer to go with it in your own house. Rainbow shivered as her sensitive tip made contact with Twilight's soft cheek. What on earth has gotten into her friend to make her act so unconventional? Certainly, Rainbow swung both ways, both mares did, but she never once thought about doing something like this with Twilight. However, Dash's equipment didn't seem to share the same thoughts and was reaching its full length and girth quite quickly. Oh my god, no, don't you dare. Twilight finally rose up from her knees and stood up next to her, blushing. And friend. She placed one hand on her shoulder while the other remained on the throbbing piece of meat between two athletic legs. The piece of meat. No, that just looks like a hot dog. Oh my god. That's probably a thing that's probably... That thing just looks like it was just made from, like, all different pieces of meat, and people just get absolutely disgusted. Like Snoop Dogg did in House of Bizade with the hot dog. Oh my god. You should have seen his reaction on that one. It was priceless. It's like processed meat, which is extremely unhealthy. It's pretty bad for you. Sausage, hot dogs, you name it. Wow, Rainbow, just look at that, just look at thing. Okay, Twilight remarked, her fingers drifting over the two heavy balls below. She was beginning to feel herself moistening up. Oh my god, no. I just saw it. Why? Trust me. I just had to dunk myself in ice water just to make it go away earlier. You mean you had to do an ice bucket challenge? Dash shivered, her cock still leaking and throbbing. Oh god. No, don't you dare. There's another way you can make it soft, Twilight whispered into Dash's ear. Dash quivered as Twilight's warm breath touched her ear, her wings giving a slight twitch. She knew exactly what Twilight meant. Dash was by no means a virgin. Like I care. Okay. I know, Twilight, but I'm not gonna go rub one out in your bathroom, Dash said to her friend. No, you don't have to do that as much as I'd love to see it, Twilight replied, turning so that she was now directly in front of Rainbow, her breast pushing up against Dash's bra. Her dripping slit hung above Dash's throbbing cock. Every time it twitched, it rubbed along the wet spot on Twilight's purple panties. Oh my god, no! It is just you and I hear. No one, nobody else. We're the only ones who know. Oh god. Brace yourselves, y'all. Twilight cupped her cheek on Dash's cheek and brought her in for a kiss. When she pulled away, a trail of saliva followed. Her hand then brushed along Rainbow's flank, rubbing it ever so softly. Dash moaned and squeaked in delight, her wings beginning to unfurl with every touch. Twilight took her other hand off of Rainbow's mare cock and started to feel along with her powerful wings. Oh my god, I never noticed how so sexy you are, Dash, Twilight whispered. Oh no. Don't you dare. Like her new appendage. Everything about Rainbow, Dash's body was flawless. Her mane was vibrant, her eyes hypnotized you, and her toned muscles prevented your eyes from glancing away from her body. Twilight started to caress Rainbow's bum, while the other hand went back to her cock. I bet this thing is pretty pent up, too. It's been leaking like a pipe for a while now, Twilight observed. Oh my god, it does kind of feel like that. Dash blushed even deeper. So, how about it, Dash? Should we really solve this problem of yours? Dash answered by leaning in for another kiss, a kiss that Twilight easily accepted. Should we take this upstairs? Twilight asked, giving her friend a pair of bedroom eyes. Rainbow Dash nodded. Twilight led the way up to her room, leaving behind her panties and pajama top. She never wore a bra underneath. When they reached the room, Twilight set herself down on her bed, lying on her back. Her teasing fingers danced across between her legs, giving her just enough stimulation. Oh no. No, don't you dare. Oh, Rainbow, Twilight murmured under her breath, though Dash's ears still picked up. Because animals can hear more clearly than humans do, okay? I know my dog hears jizz all the time, and she would bark like crazy, like she would bark. Rainbow climbed up under bed, looking down at Twilight playing with herself. Her wings twitched in time with her cock, prey still leaking out. She removed her bra, her nipples already erect, and crawled towards her horny unicorn friend. I know exactly what I want to do with you. Twilight raised her leg, stopping when it was in line for Rainbow's mere cock. Oh my god, stop it. Oh god. Just so you know, if you guys need the bathroom, you guys need the trash can, you guys need the toilet, go run for it quick, because if you puke on the floor, I feel sorry for you, honestly. She tilted her foot forward, and gave the tip of a tiny touch. Dash jumped lightly, a gasp escaping her as Twilight's foot made contact. Oh dear. Should I sit or something? Should sit down or something? Rainbow Dash asked. You do whatever makes you the most comfortable. Twilight giggled, her toe circling around the tip of Dash's member. Oh my god. Dash reclined against the bedpost and spread her legs, her shaft bending slightly. Twilight had plenty of room to work for now. She extended her foot once again, running the sole along the side of a dark blue cock. Dash continued to quiver as she glanced down at Twilight's working feet. So, why feet? She asked, not that she minded it or anything. Just something I always wanted to do since I read about it, Twilight replied. A drip of pre on her toe allowed for some extra lubrication. Oh my god. This is about to get serious. Hold on tight, yo. Grab a trash can if you need to. Grab a sick bag. Grab anything that you could puke in if you guys need to puke. Dash let out huffs of air whenever Twilight passed over her sensitive flared head. Her wings responded with gentle movements, sending a breeze towards Twilight. Rainbow's cock squeezed through Twilight's flexible toes, leaking more of its supply onto them. Dash closed her eyes and leaned her head back. Next time she was with a stallion, she would definitely have to bust one of these out. "Oh, Twi, this is amazing!" she panted. Twilight smiled at her friend and continued her footwork. Needing some attention for herself, her horn began to glow. An invisible force was suddenly putting pressure on her mare horn. Pressure that she desperately needed. Oh god, Twilight's moans increased in volume, her magic doing just the trick on her soaked snatch. She's moved her feet further down Dash's legs, gently pressing her heel on her balls that they felt filled into the brim. To the brim! Oh god! Beg pardon, but I gotta... Beg pardon, but I'm gonna be sick! Dash moaned and shivered. Twilight's feet were unbelievably soft and were performing wonders. Oh die! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! She had never felt anything like this before. Twilight's bare feet caused her more pleasure and enjoyment than any stallion, mare, or toy she's been with. It's about to get a whole lot worse. Twilight, I think I'm gonna come. Rainbow said in between gasps and moans. If you're gonna come, Twilight replied, make sure to do it all over my feet. She wiggled her toes against Dash's length. Oh god, Dash was nearing the final stretch. Every tickle, every touch, every single movement Twilight made pushing her closer to the edge. Soon her hips started to buck and the first blast of warm seed pulsated from her tip, gliding through the air and landing with a splat on the Twilight's thigh. I told you this was wild. Oh god. I hope you guys have your sick bags. If you need to puke, go ahead. Oh my god, this is wild. Twilight squealed in delight and love with watching Rainbow dash with her orgasm. At least she didn't say ogre. Okay, she didn't say ogre. Rainbow Dash grunted as burst after burst of cum flowed from her flared tip, the vicious liquid coating Twilight's feet and ankles. She bit her hand to suppress her loud moans, her cock twitching as it shot out of its last of its load. When her orgasm had completely subsided, Twilight's feet and ankles were completely covered in the hot, sticky cum. I think you need to take a shower now. Wow, that was a lot to come. You must have really pent up, Twilight squeaked as she rubbed her feet together. Twilight Dash panted as her cock started to soften, the tip almost touching the bed sheets. Thanks, and thanks for messing up on the spell. I guess it wasn't so bad after all. No, it certainly wasn't. Now, Twilight smirks, I think you need to lick me clean. Ew! 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 No! No! Not here! Say no! No! Girl, I think you need to take a shower. You need to wash that off. You stinky. Oh. Somebody finds out I'm gonna call the cops. Dash's eyes shot wide, but her expression quickly changed into one full of lust. She crawled forward, a smirk upon her face, and took hold of Twilight's left covered foot. Rainbow Dash extended her tongue and dragged it along the bottom of the soft foot. She started from the heel and went all the way to Twilight's curling toes. The unicorn, still without achieving her orgasm, continued to please herself with magic. Dash's tongue was collecting every drop of cum that she shot onto Twilight's lovely feet. Oh god, the mare finding the taste to be delicious. Ew! Then you must have a terrible sense of taste. When she finished with one foot, she moved on to the other. Twilight's breathing was starting to become more separated, a sure sign of her impending orgasm. Oh, Dash! Twilight's body was starting to jerk, her orgasm seconds away. Rainbow finished off Twilight's right foot just in time. Right before Twilight came Dash pounced onto her cut, her expert tongue immediately slipping on to give Twilight the extra push she needed. As her orgasm came upon her, Twilight let out a scream of ecstasy, her hands gripping onto Dash's rainbow-colored mane, pushing her forward just a few more inches. Her mare hood convulsed and squirted out a few juices onto Rainbow's muzzle and mane. Oh my god! Oh my god. Letting out a huge sigh, Twilight's head sunk into her pillow. Sweet Celestia, that was amazing! Yeah, just wait till you hear the viewers start puking in their toilets, or their trash cans, or their sick bags, or whatever. Yeah, you're about to see a lot of people just sick. Wiping away her mouth, Rainbow crawled up next to Twilight and laid herself down, a hand being placed on the bookworm's breast. You sure could say that again, Rainbow Dash said, her eyes closing slowly. How about, instead of saying it again, we do it again? Twilight asked. Dash's eyes opened quickly. Oh, time to practice more spells? She questioned, raising herself up a bit. Twilight nodded. And I think I know the perfect spell to use. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. Honestly. That fanfiction was wild. And I don't know if it's just me, but I probably need to watch like some, I don't know, some fail videos, or Thomas the Tank Kitchen, or freaking, I don't know what else, or Theo Tugboat, or Donald Duck videos or something to clear my mind out of what I just read. Oh my god, I can't believe I just freaking read that. Oh my gosh. That was wild. And, oh my god, like, and thanks to the person who requested me to read this, and I know, like, for anyone that's requesting me to do My Little Pony, and I will tell you this, but you are not wrong for saying that My Little Pony is pretty notorious for some wild fanfictions. And yes, I don't blame you. It is wild. Just no. Just it's wild. But yeah, apparently from what I've seen, this is a one-shot. Yeah, so, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy that, and, and I'm sorry if you probably got sick during that, because I don't know, for those either really sensitive to, or for those who really can't handle that kind of stuff, or for those who just, you know, or for some of my younger viewers who probably don't know this kind of chiz yet. But yes, you know, this chiz is supposed to be normal, but does make people kind of nauseous and stuff. But whoa, that was absolutely wild. Like, this is also another fanfiction I would label bizarre, along with Sonic X Seinfeld. Whoa. And now I need to clear my head away from it. Oh my god, stop. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the end. I will see you guys next time on another bad fanfiction reading. Bye, guys!